Hi, welcome back. Here's something a little bit different. It is, can you guess? A floppy drive, but it's actually an Excelerator Plus. It's actually a Commodore 64 disk drive. You can tell that from the ports on the back. So you've got two serial ports there, and you've got the power supply. Now, interestingly, that's different power supply to the other standard Commodore drive. So this is not a Commodore drive. Oceanic Electronics Corp. So it's different. But if you look here, that's a standard disk drive. This is a Commodore 1541 Mark II, but the ones with the external power supplies are different. So you can see here the pinout is quite different. This is the standard DIN, but this is different. So okay, well, whatever. That's interesting. What's more interesting, perhaps, is this isn't standard either. So looking at this, that's obviously a normal DIN, but that, I recognise these power supplies. You can see them on eBay and stuff like that. And you look at that, that's actually a Molex connector. So this here was originally rigged up to plug into a hard drive or a large floppy. And obviously the guys hacked the end off and put this DIN socket. I mean, if it works and great. It's supposed to be working. Let's plug it in and see what happens, and then we'll take it over to the 64 and test it. Okay. Right, so that's that one. Okay, so that bit doesn't light up. It looks like the actual front bit. You can see it's a multicoloured LED. So cool, awesome. These are more or less 100% compatible. Apparently there are some discrepancies, some incompatibilities for some copyrighted stuff or whatever. But apparently these are also up to 30% quicker on the flat than the ordinary Commodore drive. So that's interesting. So let's test it and see whether it works for a start. See whether it's any quicker. All right, let's turn him on. Let's turn it all on and see what happens. Right. So that's the drive on first. I'll turn the power to that. Okay, well, that's interesting. That's good. Let's take a disc. I should just say that on the bottom is the ID thing. It's just standard sort of double switch showing the ID of the drive. It's set to 8. That's not entirely good. Right. Didn't fail straight away, but oh, there we go. Okay. Did it actually work? It makes very different noises to the other drive. Hey, Dungeon Raider, here we go. Awesome, well that seems to work. Okay, let's start. Well, it's doing things. It's working. Brilliant. It's remarkably quieter than the other drive. The other one just drive to make so much noise, and I do think it's quicker as well. That loaded quite quickly. Go back to there and see how quickly it loads up. So it's loading up the main menu. If I go to help, that's pretty good. Nice. I'm really happy with that. So at the moment, the setup here is, if I just zoom down a little bit and show you, the setup here is that drive there is connected to the PC. It's disappeared down there, but there's a cable there which connects to USB, so I can basically write discs from the PC to there, to that drive, and then use this one to load off there. I mean, it's a bit odd, but that's actually quite nice because it's much faster doing it from the PC than doing it from the 64. And I do have the sort of standard SD card thing, and done it before. This method is a lot quicker, seems to be more stable. Right, what I'm going to do now is there's actually a disk test program in here. It takes ages. It takes ages on the ordinary drive. So I'll see whether it's quicker on this one. It essentially goes through every single file on the disk to make sure that it can actually pass it. So yeah, that seems to be working all right. That is a result. I like it. I like it a lot. It's obviously a bit yellowed, but so far it does seem to be a bit quicker. Doesn't quite have the same earth-shattering clunking noises that the other drives tend to have. But there you go. So yeah, that's really cool. What I'm going to do now, I was thinking about retro brighting it. I'm not sure. I think right now I'm just going to leave it. Going to use it for a bit. I've got a lot of testing to do. Desperate to push out the latest version of Dungeon Raider, but on the 64. So I do have this here. Let me show you. I've got all the artwork stuff printed off for the labels. I've got to print off some manuals, and then hopefully it won't be long before that's on sale. Anyway, yeah, just a very, very quick update. I'm actually really liking that. I think the drive mechanism itself is a bit more standard, if you will. It's a bit more PC-like. It's amazing how small it is compared to the 1541. Yeah, I mean, obviously the original had the power supply built in, but the 1541, well, you can see it's a lot bigger, that drive. I really like that. That's fantastic. Right, I've got a load of discs to test, so I'll see you next time. Cheers.